Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, and my gosh, we have another all-time high. Bitcoin's hitting all-time highs. Mara is absolutely flying. We have some covered calls on it, and wow, the premium is going through the roof. This account is back in a massive way. We've been waiting, we've been patient, we've been selling calls, and it is time to complete another wheel cycle. I almost guaranteed it this week by going a little bit bearish in tomorrow earnings, but I want to look at it and I want to show you what plays I'm making, what calls I have out, and how I'm planning to get to $10,000 of cash by the end of the week. So let's take a look at it. Today we're up 5% or $500 on the account. We surpassed $10,000 for the first time in this account. New all-time high. We have buying power of $644. And check a look at this graph. So one day up 5%, 1 week up 26, almost 27%, 1 month up 26, 3 months 47, year to date 35, 1 year 47, all time since we moved this account over early last year 70%. We have almost doubled this account just by willing in, willing out, trading stocks, being aggressive, and manifesting the win each and every single week. So let's talk about the win that we're manifesting this week and how we're playing Mara earnings, what's been happening to Bitcoin, how we've been playing it, and let's take some profit, okay? So let's take a look at it right here. Buying power 644, that is from selling calls. Yeah, you heard that right. We sold a massive amount of calls going into earnings, and we sold it in a bearish way. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's scroll down here. $465 is what we got paid for our calls on Friday. I had a $19 clean spark call. I saw that the stock came down under 19. I had a chance to book some profit on last week's calls and roll into earnings. I could have rolled up and out and for some share appreciation, but this stock has done it to me so many times where I try to give it some room to run. The stock doesn't run. I don't end up losing my shares. And for the purpose of this portfolio, for the purpose of these YouTube videos, I'm trying to show willing in, willing out, and I can't do that if I never let the shares go. So we're going to let the shares go this week. Riot and Mara and Clean Spark, all my minor plays that I play, if you guys follow me, you know, they're just absolutely rocketing. So boom, $465 worth of credit there. Let's go back into Mara and let's look at a little bit of the history of what we've been going here. So just a brief synopsis, I have 513 shares of Mara. It's right now valued at $12,600. The average cost for me is $18.50. 100% of my portfolio, if you've been following, you know that I started with 400 shares assigned. Every single week for multiple months, I sold calls every week. I took that money and I reinvested it right back into Mara. And we built it up to an extra 113 shares. And then boom, like this, now we're up 33% or 3,153%. We just had to be patient. Look at this map of the year to date. We're down year to date, right? Mara's gone as crazy as what, almost $30, I think. Yeah, $31. Right now at 24, could go right back up to 30, but I'm willing, I'm dealing, I'm getting in, I'm getting out. And this is the last couple of months. We just traded flat in that $15, $16, $17 range. And we've collected calls each and every single week. So let's go down to the history and let's take a look at it. No smoke in the mirrors here. So let's look here. We are looking at the traditional IRA today. So you can see kind of what we've been doing, right? So if we scroll a little bit back, because this wheel cycle is going to complete. We got assigned, oh gosh, it was so long ago. I mean, just months and months ago. But you can see what we've been doing, right? Sell call, buy shares. Sell call, buy shares. Buy more shares. Sell a call, buy more shares. Just over and over and over. And that's how we're in the position we are today. We just kept dollar cost averaging down slowly and slowly, picking up more and more shares. 236 here, bought more shares, bought more shares. 172, bought more shares. 33, bought more shares. Right? You get what we're doing here. $115 in calls from November 5th. And then you can see this call, $465 going into earnings. That's how we do it. We manifest the win each and every single week. And just like that, we are up, let's see, total return, $3,260 on the position. And hopefully these shares get called away at the 19 strike on Friday. Now, many of you may say, oh my gosh, well, the price is at 24 today. What the heck are you doing? You could have sold it for more. Yeah, well, I mean, Mara was trading at $18 on Friday, and then it gapped up today with Bitcoin's move. Could it be back to 19 by Friday? 100%. You can't tell the future. If you could, you'd be a trillionaire. So we booked the wins we got. We play the plays we got. We manifest the wins. We guarantee the wins by selling those calls. And these calls will go, what, theoretically it tells me my break even's $20. So it's like I'm selling the calls or selling the shares at $20 because of how much premium I received. This total return doesn't matter to me because that just means what I could sell the calls at today. But you never know what a gap up's going to do over a weekend. And I'm not worried about it because if my shares get called, they get called for more than I bought them for. Plus, I got paid $465 to do it. So that's what we're looking on the account. We will be looking at getting back to the cash secure put side, right? So we're going to start selling puts again. If you don't know what puts are, this is what a cash secure put is. We come in here, we go to something like Mara, right? You go to trade options, then you pick the date, you hit click sell, and you sell put. If you want to be safe, you look at these deltas. This is 80% chance of getting assigned. You want to come down further. This is about a 12-13% chance of getting assigned. This is a 0.1 delta. So if we went in here to something like this, we could probably sell, 2 of them? So we could sell 5. And boom, just like that, we could collect $115 for the week. Now, there would be no risk to the shares moving because we wouldn't have any. We'd only have cash in the account. And this is probably where we're going to be sitting next Monday. So we'll be doing this on video next Monday. And then you collect $115 for the week. Worst case scenario, you get assigned your shares. Best case scenario, you don't get assigned the shares and you keep the $115 for writing the contract. That is the cash secure put way. So we're going to get back to wheeling and dealing next week. And boom, all-time highs. I don't know anybody that'd be mad about a 70% 16-month journey, but I'm happy with it, and especially because it's such a low account. You can't diversify a lot. You just stick to the strategies on stocks that you like, and just like that, you start manifesting some wins. So we have a lot of buying power. We're going to keep building that up. Let's jump into this. My gosh, look at Bitcoin. I told you it was coming, and it came. Just like that, we broke out. Let me pull this back to the daily chart so we can kind of look at some real moves. Look at this sucker move. We broke out. We retested this Fibonacci down to the 66,835, and then we broke out. We tested the heights here, and then we busted out of that. Now, who knows what's going to happen? We are in new charted territory here. We are new all-time highs on Bitcoin, and it's going to pull all those assets with it, right? These miners like Mara, they mine Bitcoin each and every single day. Some other cryptos as well, but they mine Bitcoin. They have a truckload of Bitcoin on their balance sheets. And so this is good for those companies. They are going to play and they are going to move with Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin ran up, which is why I had so much conviction in Mara, we see massive gains. So that is Bitcoin right there. Let's jump into the spreadsheet and let's look at the numbers. These are all the trades we've been making. We got assigned Mara back in July. And we've just been slowly collecting call money every week. So since then, we've collected what? See if I can grab this. $1,664 worth of premium. That's how much we've collected since then. And we just slowly been buying more shares each and every single week with that. Lots of them expire worthless. Just trying to collect that 0.5% to 1% a week. And we just do our thing. Now we're looking at getting out of our shares and we're getting back to cash at an all-time new level. So let's take a look at the numbers. Here's our October numbers, $545. You can see we're averaging, that just over $100 a week or so. Now let's look at November. We're in week 2 of November. We're already at $579 because of that roll that you just saw. So what's going to be next? Well, we're probably going to get back to the puts, and that's probably going to net us a lot less. Whenever you're on the call side, you have the chance to make a lot more when it comes to premiums, right? Because there's the call buyers that are going out there thinking stocks are going to go to the moon, and that's where they make the massive premiums. On the flip side, if we can make, $50, $75, $100 a week on $10,000, at $100 a week, that's 1% a week, that's 4% a month. I mean, we're talking about a 48% return a year, guaranteed if you can do 1% a week. So let's just do what we do. Let's manage how we manage it, and let's just continue manifesting the wins. So $579 for November. If we come up here and we look at how we're doing for the year, well, we're doing pretty dang good. $3,791 worth of premium just from trading. $1,022 worth of wheel cap gains. Again, we're getting back. I need to switch this over to green in November, but we're getting back to wheeling some stocks. So we should, after this week, get some get some numbers finally in here. We're getting back to willing and dealing. So that'll increase. We're averaging 344 a month trading options on this account, and we're averaging just under $100 a month wheeling stocks in and out. Not too bad. You can see massive gain. We look at the balance of this account over the year. 7,000, 5,000, 7,000 or 6,000, 7,000, now 8,000, and we're sitting at 10 as you saw. If we sell all those, we are guaranteeing the 10. We're back to cash. We have zero risk at all. We would be at $10,000 worth of cash, so we should lose those shares on Friday. And we're already at 6.61% return on our money for the month, just on the calls we've sold so far. Could be a 10% month for us, so not too bad. If you want to look at the graph overall, we haven't seen a lot of red portion of it because we have not been wheeling in and out. Now we're ready to get wheeling and dealing. So this is where we are. This is the month, this is the year, and not too bad. If you've been following this series, hopefully it has done well for you as well. Mara has been an absolute giant for me, and it is great to be able to complete another wheel cycle here coming up, especially on an earnings week. So thank you everybody, as always, for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this content. I hope there's something to learn from this, and I hope that your portfolios are winning as well, especially anybody that plays these Bitcoin miner spin-offs like I have been playing very, very heavily. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget to drop a like. Happy investing. We'll catch you next time.